This bill is doing one thing and one thing only, and that is reducing crime. Okay, and in order to do that, we have got to give the police more power to make arrests. And, if we've got to, I don't want to use the word trampled, but if we've got to tread lightly over people's freedoms to do that, I think that's worthwhile. And I understand certain people think that the bill doesn't do enough to protect women who are victims of violence and abuse and harassment, but instead does a lot more to look after statues that have been a little bit messed around with. I would say yes, it does. That's exactly what it does. But you look at the numbers on that. I don't have the figures to hand, but I imagine there are more statues in this country than there are women. Certainly more that need protecting. So that explains why the sentencing is much, much higher. Okay, and and it's not just for people that damage statues in protests either. One of the many upshots of this is it's actually a long-term plan to crack down on pigeons. Okay, they have been defecating on our heroes for many years, and it's about time we really bring them into line. But of course, anybody who has got elderly parents will know that really on a weekend you can only take them to a garden centre, and there tend to be a lot of ceramic ornaments around that they will probably bump into and break, which means you've got to pay for it. So really, these are the people we should be cracking down on. Okay, and to those people that say, "Oh, well, you're just destroying human rights." Yes, I mean, yes, exactly. That's exactly what we're doing. The PM was very clear that we were going to be clamping down on, human rights lawyers. We've been accused of not being very clear over the last year, but I would say that's one message that he was pretty specific on.